We're going to log into Mira Portal into my account. We're also going to connect Mira Connect to a network that has internet access. We'll select the wired connection. It generates a pairing code. I'm going to go in here and create an organization. Call it Zoom. I'm going to create a site. Call it Zoom Site. And I'm going to create a room. We'll call it Zoom Room. Now I go here and I can pair it to the Mira Connect device we have here by adding in the pairing code that it generated. Now when I hit pair, it's going to make a connection. So now we have a live Zoom room here, and it's now confirming that it is now the Zoom room as well. So to give it control for the Zoom room, we go into the equipment section. We scroll down through the library and we find our Zoom room. There we go. We type in the IP address of the Zoom room computer. If we wanted to see an integration guide, we could do that here. And we could scroll down through it, and it'll show not only how to set up Mira Connect, but also the elements that we'll be connecting with inside the Zoom room, which is a nice way to look up that. Add the equipment. You'll notice Mira Connect is going to populate the screen with the control elements. It's pulling automatically from the connection that it's made. So you see immediately a calendar pulls up with the calendar appointments that are on this account. And let's go in and add in to the Zoom room a display, which will complete a simple meeting space. So if we pick a Samsung display here, we can type in the IP address. Again, there's an integration guide available for it. In the video inputs, if we scroll down and we want to bring the Zoom room computer into HDMI 1 of this, we can click this Use Sources Connected to Other Equipment. It knows that there's a Zoom room waiting, so we've now made that connection. If we had something else we wanted to plug into the display and maybe access it through input source selection, we could do that. And we can add in label, custom label here, and even a sub-label that's custom as well. So now we add that equipment in. There's your basic Zoom room. And if we go over here to the Zoom room itself, we can see that we have access to its directory. So we can see all the people that this account has in its directory and who's live and who's not. We can go to join and we can actually add in a meeting ID number and join that way. As we showed you here with the Zoom room calendar, provides one-touch dialing, so I can go ahead and launch a meeting, and there we go. And we have full Zoom share content, full Zoom control that is pretty intuitive there. If we wanted to go to our directory and maybe add in a couple more people, we could click on them and invite them to the meeting as well. And we have our muting, we have our share content, individual mic mutes and camera controls here as well. For camera controls in our meeting space, we've got a couple of cameras here, so we can click on those. We notice they say USB and capture HDMI. If you wanted to alias those cameras so that the customers would know who that is, we can go and call this one Room Cam and this one Document Cam. Now when we update the equipment, you'll notice the labels update here so that the end user will more easily know exactly what they're controlling. So we could go to Room Cam, control our pan, tilt, and zoom. Here's our display. So we can now power on the display in the room, power off, and we can go in here and we can share content. Not only sharing content with the Zoom room itself, but also if we wanted to go to cable TV in the room, we could click on that as well. And it does a source selection there. So there we go. And if we want to update the visual theme here, we can easily go over here, edit visual theme. We can either drop in a specific background image and logo, or we can choose one of the themes we have here. We choose our Aveo Systems theme. That'll update the background image, drop in a logo, and change the color of the borders. There we go. So that's how you set up a Zoom room using Mira Connect with Mira Portal.